What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Alain Ghiai, founder and CEO and director of Sekur Private Data. How are you doing today, Alain?
Hi, Aaron. Happy to be here, and hello to our viewers out there.
Yes, I'm happy to have you back. You're on just last month, so I love all these updates. Can you start by giving us a quick update on everything you've been up to over the last month or since we last spoke?
Sure. So in the last month, we've released a couple of news. One of them is our chat by invite feature, which is essentially a way to chat with a person that doesn't have the Sekur application. As you know, a little refresher, you can go to sekur.com, sekur.com. But essentially, we have an email and messaging solution, which is web-based or app-based. And typically, when you use a messenger like a WhatsApp or Signal, the other person needs to have the same application. They also ask for your phone number. All the apps do that. We don't ask for your phone number, so that's a huge thing to basically eliminate all the hackers and intrusions. And also, the chat by invite lets you text someone essentially within your contact network or outside of it, and that person receives a text, and then they click on it, and it opens a private channel, so to speak, tunneling in our Swiss server environment where we both chat, because the concept of what we do is we don't send information over the net. Everything is done only in our Swiss server environment, which is highly redundant, secure, and private, etc. So if I have Sekur and you don't, Aaron, and I want to chat with you about something, I can just send you a text message or an email. It works with both. And you click on it and we chat. And when we're done, I can terminate the conversation and it'll be deleted from all devices and down to bare metal in our server. That's a huge innovation which nobody has. And we launched in 19 countries. We're going to add a few more as well. So that was kind of big news. Then I don't know if I was on the show when we went on QX. We got approved at OTC QX, which is basically the highest exchange you can get just before NASDAQ in the US. So that's that. We're also, I was in Switzerland with our team. We installed some new machines. We're gearing up for the post-summer big B2B and SMB and other push we're going to do mostly in the US to our customer. And since a month ago, I think May, we did 20% more sales than April. So I know people talk a lot about recession and inflation and all that, but our business is doing well. So we've been quite busy, in the product release and preparing in the summer for the post-summer big push in sales.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. And we'll definitely be covering that for you guys, but you've accomplished a lot in just a month. So, the company also announced that it will sponsor exclusively all of Roman Blamakov's episodes of Epoch TV for 2022 and 2023. So this will reach over 1.5 million paying members. This is extremely exciting. Can you tell us more about this?
Roman Balmakov is a journalist, investigative journalist at Epoch, the Epoch Times. It's a huge media company. I'd say more neutral to conservative view, very objective in many ways. And it's got I think a few million paid members. And what we did so far, we sponsored his YouTube episodes, about 12 a month. And the YouTube episode are for the free and the paid members, essentially. Now we are going to sponsor the Epoch TV episode, which gets minimum 100,000 views each episode. So it's live stream and then they save it. And if you're a member of Epoch Times and you pay whatever your monthly, yearly fee, you have access to all their programs, and that's included. Roman Balmakov is, I would say, one of the top 2 most famous journalists, investigative journalists in that team. And, we got a lot of subscribers. We have a promo code that we offer for his subscribers. So we're pretty excited. And we basically booked him until the end of 2023. So that's a big thing. This is one of the many things we're planning to do to market the solutions, slowly coming up. So there's innovations we're doing as well. We can discuss it. Yeah, so he's got about 1.5 million people that as an audience. He himself has close to 800,000 subscribers. So it's not a small audience.
Yeah, and I definitely think you're taking the right approach when it comes to marketing. It's exciting to watch the business grow. So when it comes to the cybersecurity market specifically, where do you feel the biggest problem lies, and how does Secure aim to tackle that issue?
It's funny you mentioned that because I think yesterday, or was it this morning early, CNBC was saying that cybersecurity is not leaving, right? I mean, it's here to stay. So even the markets are pretty shaky and rocky right now. Um, markets have been down a lot, but cybersecurity is here to stay. The more we use data and social media and our devices, the more we're vulnerable to cyber hacking. So email, for example, is 94% of the cause of cyber attacks. So we feel that having a strong email product, that is, none of our services are hosted on any of the big tech platform. We have our own infrastructure in Switzerland and platform. Having a very good email with services like Secure Send, Secure Reply, which essentially, to put it simply, is a closed loop system. You can email anybody in the world and they click on it, similar to that chat by invite. They can see your email, they can secure reply without having to download our software. So that's a huge thing, offering an email like that for businesses. As a matter of fact, we're launching our secure mail application next month. And we believe that this is going to attract a lot more subscribers. So email is a huge thing, right? So also messaging too, because everybody uses those free application. So cyber hacks come mostly through that. And then through email, it gets into, back end of big companies. Sometimes you're spied on for 6 months, and then as an employee of a company, and then eventually they find a crack, and then they can go to the infrastructure of that company and steal the password or whatever the heck they do and steal your data, ransomware and all that. So, there's a $6 trillion a year damage to the global economy because of cyber hacks. So that's a pretty big problem.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy out there. So in terms of subscription growth and client growth over the last, couple months, how's everything been?
We're doing good. This summer we have a good amount of cash in the bank. We can discuss a little bit later. But essentially what we're doing this summer is we are preparing everything for the fall launch. Nevertheless, every month we add subscribers. So every month we have a net positive on our subscriber base. We have about 4,000 recurring subscribers right now, which is perfectly respectable, we feel, because it increases every month. And as we increase our product range, which we'll discuss in the future, it increases our average revenue per user as well. So we always say if we have, let's say, roughly 7,000 subscribers, we can be self-sustained without spending more on marketing. Of course, our marketing cost is higher, but marketing is essentially acquiring new subscriber. So we're doing okay. We believe that, and this is a very conservative estimate I have to give because we can't overpromise on TV here, but basically we believe that by the end of Q1 of next year, we will reach 10,000 or more subscribers. And at that time, it becomes a milestone. And from 10 to 20, it's a lot easier to get to than 500 people to 5,000. Our subscriber growth is astronomical. I mean, I think a year ago, we just had like 200 people. So it's good. It's definitely good. People pay for the product. So we're happy with the trajectory so far, and we expect it to increase after September on a monthly basis.
Oh, that's great to hear. And like you said, I fully agree. Getting the ball rolling is usually the hardest part. So, now that Sekur is fully funded for the foreseeable future, what's next for the company?
Yeah, so we have a good amount of cash, about 6.5 million Canadian dollar, 5.1 US. The next step for the company is over the summer to complete and polish up the email application, to launch a few mini campaign. We have some pre-rolls, which is the little advertising you see on the website before you can stream something. So we have that lined up. We are going to hire a couple of independent marketing specialists to tweak our email campaigns, to do content management and digital marketing. The goal for us this year is to reduce that cost of acquisition and to increase the kind of channels that we have in marketing direct to customers, could be businesses or individual. And then around late September, we plan to integrate our B2B platform with Ingram Micro in order to bring managed service providers as partners and have them as partners. So the rest of the year is going to be continuing the growth. We have enough cash today until profitability. Mm-hmm. We also have discussed a couple of times, we have engaged a bank in New York. We've had 6 offers to go on the NASDAQ stock market, and we're just right now doing the process of the audits and the paperwork. So we hope that by the end of the year, we will get an uplisting to NASDAQ, which comes with quite a lot of funding. Mm-hmm. That's already lined up. We have several banks we speak to. So there's a lead manager, and then there's others. I can't go too much into the detail, but that's moving very well so far. The interest in the US is extremely high in a company like us because we have cash, we have no debt, and we have a recurring revenue business, and we're in a perfect business, privacy and cybersecurity. So, you know, they don't look at the short-term fluctuations of the Dow or the NASDAQ. They look at the progression of the company, and they do understand that you need more money to fuel the growth. So as long as we have net positive subscribers every month, they believe the business is a very solid business. So that's the plan for the rest of the year. One more thing, product-wise, we plan to launch our own VPN at the end of October, and by year-end, our secure voice and secure video conferencing. So that will also increase the average revenue per user, and it'll complete a bit of our offering for this year.
Lots of opportunities for you guys. It's going to be an exciting year. So, you know, what are some of the catalysts in terms of the broader cybersecurity market, you know, that we should be looking out for that might drive the market forward? What are you looking out for when it comes to, you know, specifically the cybersecurity market?
Well, I want to talk about privacy. The privacy market is massive now, and it's just slowly being in the forefront when you have Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter, to have, you know, whatever, more open discussions about things on a forum. Privacy is a big thing. There's applications coming out with so-called privacy feature. So I think, and I'm going to talk more about the US and then maybe the emerging market like Latin and Central America. I think in Central and Latin America, we're seeing an emergence of awareness of cyber hack and also privacy, and the privacy in contrast to what the big tech does, because every day your data is being mined and you don't have a choice. If you want to use a product, especially when it's free, you have to accept the terms, and they basically take your data for free and resell it, and they make the trillions and you don't. And people are waking up to that. Then you have businesses that are being hacked more and more, and some of that problem is because of the big tech and data mining and information all over the place. So this will increase. So I see that our emerging market let's say backyard, which is Latin Central America, that's going to grow well into next year. In the US, I see the midterm election as a catalyst because, you know, there's going to be a lot of news about, you know, who's spying on who, the Russians, the Chinese. It's like everybody's going to be fighting against each other. And what's going to come in the forefront? Hacks, fake news, big data, big tech, etc. So that's something really in the everyday news of people, and that I believe will increase dramatically starting September because the elections are in November. So that's going to be one thing. And then as the world opens up even more, as businesses start to emerge from COVID, obviously there's going to be more data created, there's going to be more issues and more hack. So good catalyst for us, because we sell solutions to basically minimize or preserve you from these kind of damages. Not good for people who are using the big tech platforms and the free stuff. So we see that businesses are now slowly waking up, and we're the only alternative out there that doesn't use the Microsoft, the Google Cloud, or anything like that, or Amazon Web Service. And there's a market for that. The addressable market in the US is about 70 million people, and probably out of the 30 million small businesses, I'm sure about 10-15% of them is our addressable market, and that's what we're going after.
Yeah, it's a tremendous opportunity. So, I'm excited to continue to watch you guys grow. So where should investors go for more information on the company finally?
Sure. So you have three things. You can go to our corporate site, sekurprivatedata.com, sekurprivatedata.com, or our product site, sekur.com, sekur.com. Also follow us on Twitter at Sekur Private. So it's at Sekur Private, and you'll have all the info you need. On our corporate site, we have documentation, we have interviews, we got a lot of information on the investor side, and then you can also go to the products as well from there. And if you're just interested in the product, I can throw out a promo code SEKUR15, SEKUR15. You put that, if you go to sekur.com, you get 15% off for a whole year, and whether you buy monthly or yearly plan, just for watching us and putting that promo code. But the Sekur Private Data has a ton of info. I should mention that there was a research done by FRC Research, an updated research plan dated May 2022, so basically brand new, with the price target, I believe, of $1.16 Canadian. So we're trading around the 26 to 29 cents range. Our market cap is quite low considering we're trading at 3 times shareholder value, shareholder equity, and with $6.5 million in the bank and zero debt. It's a very compelling time. I mean, I bought myself 20,000 shares in the last 2 days, and I own close to 30 million of them. Management owns over 30% of the company. So we really believe in this business. We work very hard at it, and we encourage anybody who is interested to take a look. And that's pretty much, and contact us if you have questions.
Awesome, Alain. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to having you back, and I'm sure we will have you back on soon for more updates.
Thank you so much, Aaron, and thanks everyone for watching.
If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.